Going on, everybody? It's your boy Izzy.
What's up, people? It's Chanel, and welcome to our channel, Sick Noise.
And today we are going to be reviewing last week's Catfish episode. We were going to do it last week, but we were both really busy trying to produce stuff for our own channels. So we decided to do it today. So why don't you give them a rundown on basically what the story was all about?
All right, so this episode of Catfish, it was, what season are we on again?
8 or something?
Eight.
Something.
Yeah, something around there. It was episode 1, so the season premiere. So they had a guest host, because everyone knows Max left. Sad face.
Right.
Candy was her name. So
yes.
They got a story from a guy named Melson.
Mason.
I said Melson.
Yeah.
Mason was his name. I knew it was a weird name that usually starts with an N, but started with an N. So Mason, and I wanted to say Leah.
Leah, yes, was her name.
Yes. So Mason was talking to this girl for 8 years since he was like 14.
Yeah, because he was like, what, 21?
Yeah, something like in his early 20s. So then his early 20s, and he was talking to this girl since he was 14 years old. Which people who watch Catfish know a lot of the times it's you get those people who were talking to the person for like 8+ years. So. And with this guy, he never met her, they never Skyped. They just talked on the phone, right?
Yeah, they would just text and call every once in a while.
So this guy went 8 years without seeing her face at all.
No, he saw her face through pictures.
I mean,
just
through
not
pictures, but not like actually talking to her. So, like face to face, or even on Skype. Okay? But this whole story was just, to me, it was one of the more crazier episodes.
Yeah, me too.
After they start digging in, they come to find out that, she's been arrested, she ran away from home, she had a baby by herself without, like, help from doctors or anything.
Right, like she just pulled over on the side of the road and pulled the baby.
She popped the baby right out, like, hey, I'm pregnant, here's the baby.
By the way, did they ever, like say what happened to the baby?
I don't think so. I'm going to have to watch the episode again. But the whole episode, it was kind of sad. Like the girl, they got in contact with her. They're like, oh, cool, we're here. You want to meet? And she was all down for it.
And we also just have to say that the guy who wrote into this lived in LA, I want to say, and the girl that he was talking to lived up in the Pacific Northwest, up in the Seattle area, just outside of Seattle.
I think so. We might be wrong on some of this stuff. So if you've seen the episode and want to correct us or anything, just post it in the comments.
Leave corrections in the comments for us.
But come to find out, she ran away from home. She was seeing someone. Cause they got in contact with her sister, right? No, before that.
It was her friend. It was her friend, and then her sister.
Yes, but before that, their friend, right, said, "Hey, because of her probation thing, she has to go to the courthouse every day
Right.
in these hours. They go to the courthouse. They wait for her until the courthouse closed at 4:30, and she never shows up.
Nope.
But,
There even was a girl that kind of looked like her that Neve kind of walked up to and was like, "Hey, are you so and so?" And she was
yeah,
like,
but
"Nope,
they
not
know her,
me."
and they're like, no, they're like, we don't know her.
But I did find it funny because the girl that he walked up to was like, "Hey, aren't you famous?"
Like, hello. And so they finally get in contact with her sister, and her sister was extremely nice. You know,
Right.
she tried
Like
her
she
best
did
to
every
help.
right. She did everything that she could to help them try to get her.
Mhm.
Even to the point where she went up to the girl's house and was like, "Hey, these people are trying to meet you." And
Mhm.
she said she tried for like 2 hours to try to get her to come, but the girl just never showed up.
Yep. And I think they said it was like her boyfriend was kind of jealous, but I can't remember if they said that if he was physical with her or not. Um, but he was in jail and he was out on bail, right? Or
Yeah.
he was out of jail. But the guy, Nathan, says
The,
throughout the, throughout the time that he's known her, a lot of her boyfriends were always in and out of jail.
right.
Um, she tried to get him to meet her, and she wouldn't come. And I think this is the first episode of Catfish where they did not meet the actual person.
Right. As they said in the commercial, they didn't catch the catfish.
Yep. The first episode in all those seasons, you know, and how do you think Max would have handled the situation?
Max would have been like, "Look," and Cammy kind of said the same thing, but Max would have been like, "Dude, it's clear that this girl wants nothing to do with you. You need to
Yep.
leave her alone."
hmm And I think Max brought like I said, Neve was like that nice person, like what you
Max,
did was wrong.
Max, Max and Neve is the Max and Neve are like the equivalent of, or Neve and Max are the equivalent of good cop, bad cop. Like
Yes,
Neve is the good cop, and then
Neve was except for that one episode when the guy really pissed Neve off and he took his phone and threw it in the ocean.
and what's her name? Um, um, there was two episodes because it was that one where he got really mad, and then there was another one. I remember this episode because one of the famous lines is, "I did it because he called me a fat ass Kelly Price."
When I tell you that is the best episode of Catfish, it's the Tony. It was Tony and
Yes.
was it Antoine?
Yep. Yep.
Antoine and Tony. Oh my god. So you know what? Tony ain't coming. So I'm Tony. You should have called me a fat ass Kelly Price. Oh my god. The Toby voice. Yo, when she did the man voice,
Yo, I was tripping. I
oh,
was tripping. But back to the point of the video because
this.
we kind of gotta cut this short. Uh, anyways, the basically they didn't catch the girl,
Yep.
and at the end of the video, wasn't there like subtitles that were like, or the it came up on the screen. It was like after many attempts, they couldn't get a hold. Like she wouldn't return any of their calls or whatever.
Not at all. Yeah.
But good on Nathan though, because he did write her a message after
Yes.
she would
He
have come
basically,
to meet him. He was like,
yep. He basically was like, hey, basically like, he was disappointed. He would always love her, but like, don't contact me no more, girl. Like this
right,
chance to meet me. We've been talking for this long. You don't show up. I'm done with you. Don't talk to me no more. And in the end, he ended up dating someone that he met, and actually was able to see their face.
right.
You know, I do have to say this one thing. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with online dating. But don't continue a relationship with someone online if you haven't met them in person. Don't keep talking to them for years and years and years. And they keep coming up with excuses after Skype or anything. Skype is like the easiest thing to do. Mm.
I mean, if 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 you're like quote unquote in a quote unquote in a relationship with the person and they haven't met you in however long, cut ties. But if you're
Yeah.
just friends with the person, who
Yeah, like
cares?
your friend,
Um,
that's the difference. But like, if you're saying we're in a relationship, you, how? How are you in a relationship with this person? Well,
right.
all you know, this could be like some weirdo behind the screen that you've been talking to for 8 years.
I I had to learn that the hard way, but we'll get into that on another video. We're gonna do a dating video sometime soon.
Yep. Um, but I think that was pretty much it for
Yeah.
we just wanted to kind of like give our
And what was
opinion on the episode.
the preview for next week? Do you remember?
No, I do not.
Actually, the preview for tomorrow, because at the time of this filming, it is currently 12:50
Yep.
on Tuesday.
Yep. 12:50 on Tuesday. All
But
right.
with that being said, guys, we are gonna close out the video right here. Always remember to check our descriptions, to check down there what is what we've been up to, and check out our own personal YouTube channels. Links will always be in the description.
Yep.
Check out Self Advocacy in Action TV. Link will always be in the description. Check out our what else is in there? Our Facebook page.
Yep. Our Facebook pages, our personal YouTube channel, and our Instagrams.
And also be on the lookout for our video that we are going to do covering a self-advocacy conference that we are going to be the keynote speakers of coming next week. So be on the lookout for that.
Remember, hit that bell so you can get a notification whenever we upload a new video. We hope you guys enjoyed the video. And again, if anything we got wrong, just put it in the comments and we'll fix it. Or not. Whatever. And
Right.
thank you guys so much. Peace.
Peace.